Hey everybody, trying to get comfy. This is very important that you have your arm in a right position. A lot of things that go into playing Bullet you wouldn't even know. You want to make sure you're comfy so that you can focus and get the party started. Alright, we are officially open for challenges. Bring it on, people. The Bullet Brawl has begun. Your favorite day of the week, because it's hump day, right? Got to get over that hump. Got to get that Bullet Brawl. You got to get yourself some. All right, let's do this thing. Here we go. Should be lots of fun. Here we got Gilleray. That I think he was related to a character from Princess Bride. Sounds like it. All right, let's get this thing going. Grab the center. You know how it is. Hopefully everything is feeling good, looking good, Billy Ray. Feeling good. No problem. We like that big center. No problem. We like that big center. We're going to play e5 as soon as we get a chance. Yeah. Do it. Play c4. Go get the whole thing. Right? Why not? Go get that whole piece. I think I can even just play a3. The only real issue is I'm not actually threatening to take the knight. Oh, no, I am. My queen defends my rook. Duh. This is why I'm here to warm up. This is why we're warming up before it gets too serial. Before it gets too serial. I'm totally serial right now, guys. Totally serial. We're going to put the bishop on f3. Now we'll develop our knight out. We'll just move the rook first. Queen trade? Would you like a queen trade? No. Queen trade? No. He doesn't want a queen trade. That's cool with me. We can go there. There ain't no checkmate. There ain't no party like an extra piece party, because an extra piece party gets converted by simply trading off pieces. That's pretty catchy, right? I think that's the next rap song. Ain't no party like an extra piece party, because an extra piece party is all about trading pieces. I just realized that part of the reason I wasn't getting spammed with challenges is because I closed myself for challenges the other day. So here they come. Here they come. Here comes the noise. The noise is being brought in. Crab cakes and football. That's what Maryland does. All right, we're going to play Nick 609 because this guy keeps spamming me for slow chess challenges. Just so you know, if there's one thing you want to do to like get on my bad side, it's spam me for slow chess challenges after I declined one. Just like that would be like the #1 thing. So Nick, I'm playing you at a Bullet Brawl because I love you and I know you're an innocent. You're innocent because you just don't know how much that drives me crazy. But don't spam me for challenges. I don't like it. All right? If I decline the challenge, just, you know, don't keep challenging me. Nobody would appreciate that. All right. Let's put the knight on e4. And go get that d6 pawn. No, we'll take there. We'll shake and bake. We'll take there. We got lots of pawns. How many pre-moves can I make in a row and still win is the question. As soon as he realizes I'm pre-moving, though, he'll do something crazy. No soup for you. We'll come up. Slide over. Take and bake. Kevin Bacon. Where's the mate? Where's the mate, Kevin Bacon? Aha, here we go. Mate in 2. It's like a daily puzzle. Solve it as quickly as possible. We're going to pre-move. Rook takes e7. You too can be saved. Yeah, I know some people are thinking, Where's the professionalism today, Dan? Look at that. Popping it like it's hot. This is what Tony Stark looks like when he shaves. All right. Here we go. Let's play one of the stronger players first before I get too crazed with what's going on here. That way I can lose a couple games to Enosin. I can start feeling real bad about myself and then continue. You know what I mean? That sounds like the right thing to do, the right way to approach today for some reason. For some reason, that sounds like the best thing to do today. Let's lose to Enosin. Start feeling really good about my career record against him. And then we'll go from there. He moves so fast. You know, Sherry baby. He got the way to move me. She got the way to move me. Let's get rid of that guy. Yeah, we'll go there. Do. I want to throw you like Michael. Oh man. Too many pawns, not enough pieces. Not enough pieces on my part. Play some bad moves. Play some bad moves. Alright, let's resign this one. Alright, Enosin. See if I can pull it together against you. I want to thrill you like Michael. I want to kiss you like Prince. Like Marvin Gaye and Hathaway. You're out of my head, out of my mind. Thinking I was born in the wrong time. One of a kind, and a world gone plastic. She's out of my league. We want none of that. We want none of that. No soup for you. Oh, that was stupid of me. That was stupid of me, right? Just trying to get the nerves out here. Uh-oh. That's mate on F7. Alright, Enosin. I'm bringing the pain this time. I'm bringing the noise. Oh, pre-move. Pre-move. All right. Oh, he just missed a easy win. That's nice. It's always nice when someone finally makes mistakes. This guy doesn't make many mistakes. That is the thing. That's kind of his thing, is he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. You know what I mean? Let's try to be as fast as we can here. Oh, there you go. After doing good, throw it all away. Blundered that. That's a little frustrating. Don't know quite how to... Probably could have maybe gotten something better there, but I didn't. Haha, no soup for you, Enosin. You see that? That's how good he is. Right in the end, he plays this move, rook a3 check. If I take with the king, it's stalemate. Oh, man. This Enosin character always gets the best of this guy. Well, I'm just happy to get one win. Enosin, I'll be back. I'll be back to play you. I'm going to go look at who else we got going here. We got a lot of other challenges. Go ahead and bring in the challenges, everybody. Let's see. Let's try to play some new people. Let's take on D. Kaneem. D. Kaneem. And let's see if we can learn something from a bullet game. I'm going to play e4. We got the Scandinavian here. I'll attack the queen. Whenever the queen comes into the center early, you want to attack her. Whether you know the theory or not, go get that girl. Go attack that queen. That's a little piece of advice. Now I'm going to try to take advantage of this pin knight as I go. I'm going to play queen to d4. Maybe even knight e4 is coming next. I like this idea of knight e4. And ask him where exactly he plans to put the first lady. Now I'm going to take on e5 and probably take on e5 a second time. He can't take on b2, so that's nice. I guess we can take it and then back up, or should we just get castled and let him trade? I think that makes more sense. If he wants to trade, let him trade. We'll bring our knight into the center. I'm being a little cautious about my position of my queen, just whenever she's mixing it up with the children. Big Mama has to be careful, right? Like, Mom can't just jump on the monkey bars like she did when she was just a kid. Right? Or she can, but that's a hospital trip waiting to happen. What in the world? I'm going to take there, I guess. That's a piece. We will do it. We'll do it. We'll do it. He should take my knight. I mean, that makes the most sense. But now I have a fun checkmate coming. That he didn't see. Yay! It's a problem book mate for everyone. Not every day that we get to checkmate our opponent with a force mate and 3 double check. That's going into daily puzzles. That's going into daily puzzles. Look at that. So, I saw this coming. That's partly why I said he should take the knight, because I'm like, oh, maybe he's listening and he wants to take advice. But, okay, the idea is that these types of tactics occur commonly when either the king is in the center because it's uncastled, or when there's minor pieces in the middle of the board, basically breaking up communication between the rooks. So, even though this seems sort of extravagant, it's a tactic everybody should be aware of, because it occurs whenever there's discommunication or lack of communication between the rooks on the back rank. It's one of the reasons why you're told to develop all your pieces, not just because, I don't know, not just because some, guy decided that was good. I mean, you have to have communication between your rooks to prevent these types of awesome tactics. So, I kind of saw this coming a mile away, and I was hoping he was going to miss it. So I sacked the queen. He has to take it. Knight to c6 check, which is a double check, which is the only reason why this type of maneuver with the knight works. And then rook to d8 delivers the goods. There may have been something even fun, too, with knight e7, but that's the best way to mate. So, good lesson. Learn to develop your pieces and don't allow those types of tactics to occur. Ravi 6-4 chess. I do not believe I've ever had the pleasure. Let's take a second to play you today, shall we? e4. In order to challenge me, if you're watching the show, you can actually type /help in the alerts tab, and it'll tell you all the commands. But if you type /challenge, and then Daniel Rensch, and then 10, like all with spaces in between, you'll just challenge me directly. Or you can find my username in the players tab and just send me a challenge. So not too hard if you have experience using our software. But a lot of people don't know that. So if you type /help in the alerts tab, you will actually get a list of commands that you can use quickly. So, as an example, I guess I can't really do it on the screen, but you just type /challenge, /challenge, and then the username of the person, and then the time control. 15 space O or 1 space O. So, all right, let's see who else we got. DD53, welcome everybody. Welcome to not the big show. Welcome to this week's Bullet Brawl. Let's play a game so that we can learn what happened. It's interesting. So many people aren't playing. I want to make sure that I save my challenges. Saved my my settings to be proper. Let's do a hard refresh. Let's do a hard refresh of the live server and see if that makes any kind of difference. DD also forfeited with an abort. That's too bad. All right, well, let's take on Mr. Rasmus NB. Welcome, Rasmus NB. Welcome, welcome. D4, knight f6. Let's talk about what we're going to try to do here quickly. So when he plays f4, he's potentially weakening the dark square. So immediately what you want to think about is how can I pry those open and get to the most valuable piece on the board. So usually a fianchettoed structure, a fianchetto of this bishop is the ideal development scheme against a stone wall or birds or some of the any of those other kind of systems with early f4, because it's very difficult to break down this structure with an all-out kingside attack. That's the first reason, and the bishop tends to be very well placed to promote play on the dark squares. So that's why I fianchetto that bishop. Now I play e5. We're going to bust this thing open. If he takes, of course, the bishop is hanging, which is another advantage to this way I played. And now white is going to lose a pawn in the center. I'll go ahead and just pre-move it out. If he wants to keep taking, I'll keep taking, and everybody will be happy. Of course, knight to g4 is the first move I'm going to consider here. Is it the best move? It looks pretty dangerous to take advantage of the dark squares that way. I guess we'll give check first, and we'll keep the queens on the board. I could have traded queens, but he would have taken with the bishop, so this is better. This is better. Now I'm going to develop my bishop and then bring the rooks to the center ASAP. In case you're wondering, that ASAP is French for ASAP, which it just happens to be Italian for as soon as possible. I know, hitting you with some knowledge. That's you didn't know that, but there you go. You just learned. ASAP is French for ASAP, which happens to be Italian for as soon as possible. You're welcome, world. Let's do it again. I should probably back up and review that. I think people like the instruction, but if you see how I played that, it was sort of like scientific the way I broke down the dark square structure, right? I told you exactly what I was going to do. I was going to pry open the dark squares and look for tactics there. And that's how you should approach those F4 systems. Play it just like that. Another thing you can do is you can type /archive, which is /archive, and then anybody else's username, and you can get a list of their last 20 games, like their history on Chess.com. So if you ever see a game played here on a Bullet Brawl, and you're like, I'd like to look at that game again and see how Danny played that, or see how Danny played it so I can make sure I don't play like him. You know, all those things are possible. All you got to do is just do / and then archive, and then username Daniel Rensch. So there you go. We're just learning a ton today. I feel like we're all growing as people today, which is all you can really ask for, is that you keep evolving. You know? I think it's pretty safe to say that if you don't consider yourself somebody who 5 years ago you would have thought was like, you know, you would have resented, then probably you haven't made enough progress as a person. What I mean by that is that, like, when I was a teenager, if I like looked at my life and thought, oh yeah, I want to be like this and have these views, you know, I would have been like, that guy's an idiot. But then 5 years later, be like, oh my God, I was such a jerk as a teenager, right? That's what I'm saying. So if you don't consider yourself somebody who you would have thought was ridiculous a few years ago, then, you know, keep working on it. That's my life theory. Okay, so what happened here against Captain Spook, which I wonder if that's a play on Captain Spock. He played a Sicilian, which is not bad, a Scheveningen. I played Bishop e3, going into like an English attack rather than a more traditional carries attack with g4 right away. I don't know why, just because, I guess. g4 is probably the most accurate way to play against the carries. It's bullet. But okay, I play g4 next, and, you know, black can look to challenge some with these moves e5, but that's kind of a weird broken image how it does that. But I'm going to put the knight on f5 now. So, plus you have to be careful to ever play e5 in a Sicilian if you haven't stopped the bishop coming to b5 check. One of the reasons for that, just to give you a quick positional lesson, is that if you play e5 and you haven't stopped this, which is why they play a6 and a knight orf, now giving this check and trading off the bishop is huge for me because your light squares are so much weaker long term. I put the knight on f5, and I mean, if this isn't ugly, then this position looks like it's been beaten with an ugly stick, right? So this is not ideal, and it's a good lesson as to why you can't play e5 here, trying to get like some sort of discovery with the knight and bishop on the pawn. So anyway, we'll move on. We'll leave that as a quick lesson for this particular game. If you're just joining us via Twitch, this is a Bullet Brawl, which means we're playing chess, or we're basically brawling with other people, talking a little bit of trash, talking a little bit of instruction, and just having a good time. Make sure you subscribe. Click right there and follow us on Twitch, and if you're on Chess.com, you can challenge me. We've said a number of ways to do it. Just find me in the players list, and we can play again. So Nick0609 wants to play me one more time. So Nick, I'm letting you know this is the last time I'm going to play you, and if you keep spamming me for challenges in slow chess, I'll play you in Bullet Brawls from time to time. But if you keep challenging me in slow chess, I'm going to block you. Just pro tip. Pro tip: don't spam me. You will get blocked. All right. Kick them out, kick them out, kick them out. Roll them, roll them, roll them. Keep them doggies rolling. Rolling, 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 rawhide. Hit them up, hit them out, hit them out. Move on, hit them out, hit them out, rawhide. Ride them in, move them out, do, bat them out, ride them in. Roll them in, rawhide. Yeah, that just happened. That just happened. You're like, did he really just sing that Roll 'em Rawhide song that I haven't heard since Fifel Goes West? Yeah, he did. Oh yeah, we just went Fifel Goes West on you. Let's play here. Let's open things up. Go get that bishop on g4. Liking that. Loving that. Gonna gang up on that knight. Gang up on that knight who happens to be pinned to the rook. He's going to give a little check. I respect that. Respect the check. Don't fear the check. Respect the check. That is the key to life. All right. Next player. Mr. N.R. Afas. I don't know how to pronounce that. Doing my best. It's a Nimzo Indian. Okay, giving up the bishop here that early voluntarily, probably not ideal. In a lot of positions, black is going to play h6 and ask you to give up the bishop. So you don't really want to just do it voluntarily. That would be my first quick tip. First quick tip in that position. Not going to take d5. That would give him a discovered check. That would not be ideal. But I am going to play here. And then I'm going to play here. I'm going to sack that piece. Open things up. Open things up against the king. We're going to take e4. That's because the pawn here is pinned to the king. FYI. That's why I was able to do that. And now I don't know, I kind of want to just blow it open, even though I don't really see enough of a concrete attack to justify that move, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because opening the king is one of my favorite things to do. Right up there with pho. Vietnamese soup, I just love it. I love pho. I literally could eat pho all day, every day. All day, every day. Let's give check. Where's the mate and bake? I don't see the mate and bake. I don't see the mate and bake. Ugh. Where is it? I don't see the mate and bake. There we go. That's a Chekaruski. That's a rook. It's a rook hanging over there. Boom, boom. Should be mate. Next move. Or not. Good for him. He escaped the wrath momentarily. So, how's everyone doing? Are we having a good time? Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm talking about. People in chat. Um, Having a good time. Yeah, I don't know what happened earlier when I was singing that MKTO song. I know you guys were like, really, Danny? You're going to sing MKTO, pop? Get over it, right? Well, okay, my kids listen to a lot of music. It's really catchy, all right? In a world gone classic. You know, she's so classic. All right, we got a couple of other people. I got to take on Ed Vedder just because we have to honor the late Eddie Vedder. If I didn't play Ed Vedder and try to learn something from this game. So I'm going to grab the center. He plays a little bit of a passive start. I'm going to grab that center like I mean it. Shake what my mama gave me. Let's take on e4. And I'd love to get knight to g4 and get wild. I'd even love to do this. I'm going to go for it. Look at that. That's a check, and then I'm going to play knight here. I know what you're thinking. Doesn't look like I have enough to justify this. Oh, but that's a queen. There's a lot of awkwardness going on there. You know, there was a lot going on there. It wasn't easy for him. I think that actually was a pretty good sack. In hindsight, I do not regret that decision. All right, I'm going to play knight to c2, and after the rook moves, I'll play queen to g5. Because I'd like to come in there. No, that's actually not the best way to do it. I should probably just get castled. Probably should just get castled. Now we will bring the queen in. So we can get the other rook in as well on d8. You got to use all your pieces. Use your pieces. I'm going to play f5 as soon as I can as well. Okay. Eddie throws in the towel. So, well, we have a few other challenges here. I got one other guy here, Mr. Rhinos0411, who's been around for a while. So we're going to play him before we take on some of the title players who might want to jump in on this action and try to take me down. Take me down to the Paradise City, where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Oh, won't you please take me home? Yeah. Take me down. All right. Paradise City. Hashtag guy stuck in the 80s. There are a lot of guys stuck in the 80s. I've dealt with a few of them from time to time. I'm going to trade off the light squares because I like that square for my knight. You see why I did that? I wanted to remove the bishop, quickly recognizing that that was an outpost square that I wanted to use. Getting that either forces the bishop to a passive square or forces him to focus on defending a piece with another piece. You don't want to defend pieces with other pieces. You really don't. You know, you want everyone to be protected and kind of working together, but when you're having to defend a weak piece like that, that's not ideal. So that was my idea, and I can also reinforce this pony's position by playing b5, and that would be an outpost square. Though now I'm just going to take that bishop, which opens up the attack on the knight, and with that, the game will be over soon. Okay. All right, well, we got lots of other challenges coming in. We're going to take on one more open player. What happened in this game? My opponent started out pretty well. I had this weird Nimzo with d5. I don't know, probably, I mean, the right theory in this line is actually to retreat the bishop, because taking on c3, I'm honestly not getting enough in the center to justify giving up the bishop pair. Remember, in a Nimzo, the whole reason you're giving up the bishop pair normally is to double these pawns. And those give you this sort of positional target for the remainder of the game. So the idea behind both the knight g to e2 line for white as well as the queen to c2 line is to reinforce the protection of the knight with a piece, which, okay, wastes a little bit of time, but it says that if black is going to give up the bishop pair, he's not going to get this doubled pawn positional compensation. And so d5 is the way to transpose back into like a QGD and punish the knight move in a different way. The knight move is a slow move. It blocks the development. So after a3, theoretically, this move coming back to e7 or d6 are both a little more standard. Giving up the bishop pair, probably not the most prudent approach there, not the most disciplined. But I went for e5, which is exactly what you should do in a Kirilov structure, recognizing the potential there. But truthfully, in this position, you know, he really should find a way to be better here with the bishop pair and the ability to open the center. Taking on e5, knight takes, even just retreating the bishop, and then looking to move this knight and open up this guy, I would give white a small edge for sure for the remainder of the game. But, you know, this way I was sort of now something wrong with the what happened to the broadcast? Not sure. Huh. Why is that happening? We seem to have lost the live stream to Twitch. People are asking if I died. No, so I think the local recording is still working. So those of you watching this on YouTube will have been able to appreciate the last few moments, and that's really what matters. But apparently I stopped streaming live about a few minutes ago, but apparently hundreds of channels on Twitch just went down. So, well, that's disappointing for Twitch. So anyway, in this position, those on YouTube, I'm now able to force the queen trade by this sort of double attack. And even if he doesn't take, I'm going to take and isolate the pawn. So, so now black is already doing well, and especially once I establish this knight on c4, I think black is just totally better. And that's what happened in this game. So there you go. It seems that the live stream to Twitch is down, but those of you still watching on YouTube here, I'm going to play a couple more games. I'll go ahead and take on Enosen since we had a couple good games going there. Give him a chance to beat me down, and we'll see how that works. Move as fast as I can. We don't want this guy to get us on time. We don't want this guy to get us on time. That is literally the goal of our life. Whoa. Okay. Don't know quite what to do. Somehow that worked out for him better than I thought it would. I guess I kind of have to eliminate that bishop. But I've taken a lot of time there to do that, so that wasn't ideal. I already feel like I'm going to lose now again because of time. So that's not fun. Oops. All right, let's play him again. I know that the stream is no longer live, but I'm continuing to broadcast just in case we somehow come back. Not such a good position for him. But could have been worse. Not sure I handled that in the best of fashions. What is going on here? It's just not working out the way we wanted it to. That was abusive. I should have won that game. Should have won that game. Uh-oh. Well, not a good way to end this Bullet Brawl, but it's been tough. It's been tough against Enos, and I guess we'll give him one more. We will give him one more. Do. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh, man. Well, that's tough. Well, the tech still isn't working, so that's really frustrating. I've been trying to stream this whole time. It doesn't seem like it's going to be saved. But we will call it a day, giving Enosin once again a wag of the finger. I just don't understand why I can't play better moves against this guy. But okay, this was fun, and thank you everybody for watching this week's Bullet Brawl, and we will see you next time.